Hello, YouTube. Today we're going to be talking about Ginny and Georgia Season 2. Before I get into it, I just want to make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, do whatever you want to do, and check out my previous review for the best man the final chapters. So with this review, I'm just going to go character by character. I'm not talking about every character because I don't care about every character. I'm just going to be talking about the main characters and just get into that. So first we're going to be talking about Ginny. Now, surprisingly enough, Ginny wasn't annoying as hell as she was last season. Like last season, she was such a brat and she got on my nerves, like honestly. But in season 2, we really just saw her mental issues like come to a blow. Like the first few scenes, we just see her like with self-harm. And, that's not good. But it is good that her dad put her in therapy and that now, even though her and George's relationship is very rocky, they have come to a common ground eventually throughout the season, which I liked. So yeah, I grew to like Ginny a lot more because she wasn't as bratty and annoying. I mean, of course she had her moments where she was annoying, but overall she wasn't a brat every single episode, which was good. And hopefully in season 3 we can see her improve in her mental health and hopefully have Georgia improve in her mental health. Now, it seems like I didn't talk much about Ginny. It's just because Ginny is tied into everybody else's story. So I'll continue to talk about Ginny with each character. So now we're on to Georgia. I mean, she's getting her life together. She has a man. She's in the neighborhood club or something like that. I mean, she kind of cheated her way into that, but it doesn't matter. And she has the guy on her arm, whatever. It seems things are really going well for Georgia. Like it's really going well, even though her life's chaotic. And through all the things she's been through, which shout out to her uh, actress who plays the younger self because she does a really good job. But we can see that she suffers from mental anguish as well, that she doesn't really feel like she can express. She feels like she can only express this to Ginny because Ginny knows what Georgia has done. And, you know, Georgia's just really struggling inside, which is sad. But we see her trying to, navigate through that. So now with the PI constantly tracking her down. Oh my gosh, the PI is so fucking annoying. Like, he got on my nerves. Like, leave them alone. Please. But he ended up getting her at the end when she was getting married. I really liked the marriage, but I knew something bad would happen. I knew something bad would happen. And I was right. She got locked up. And she didn't even get locked up for the past murders. It was for a recent one. Now, when she killed Cynthia's husband, I did not like that. I don't know why she felt the need to do that. She was going on such a good path. Like, I know Cynthia said that she wishes it would all be over, but then again, Cynthia was drunk during that moment, and also, it is not your place to take someone's life, even if it would help them. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's just Georgia's psyche, like, throughout her whole life, she's just been taught to kind of like kill your problems. And she's not the typical like evil serial killer that, people think of. Like, she still has a heart, which because of that, it kind of makes you root for Georgia even though the stuff she does is wrong. So, which I find very interesting about her character. Now, moving on from Georgia to her husband. I'm trying to remember his name. The mayor. We're gonna call him the mayor. I don't know his first name, honestly. But I mean, I know a lot of people don't like the relationship because they prefer her with Joe, but I don't hate them together because I feel like Georgia's mostly with him because he's stable. Like, he provides stability she's never had. He loves her, he has money, and he's at a high status, things like that. And she's been wanting stability her whole entire life because she's never had it. And she was so quick to give up stability when, the issue with Gil came up. But she decided to stay behind and not give into that. So yeah, I don't hate them together. I like how he stood up to her. He stood up for her to Gil because he needed to get the fuck out of here. Like, Gil was getting on my nerves. But yeah, I don't hate them as a couple like other people do, but I mean, he's just there. Okay, next we're going to talk about Marcus. Um, I mean, I'm glad they ended up together, but we know at the end of the season they're not together anymore. And it's just kind of annoying. Like, I kind of wish when breaking up with Georgia, he explained why, in a better way, why he felt like he couldn't be with her. Because she ended up, like, going through all these emotions because she's thinking, oh, it's something I did, when really it wasn't anything she did. Which I kind of like how they explored that, because most of the time when people break up and they say, oh, it's me, not you, most of the time they don't mean that. It's really you. But this time he actually meant it, which we don't see a lot. So it was good to see that. But I just kind of wish they delved into Marcus's mental issues more. It's kind of like, it just seems very passive. Like, it kind of seemed like he just got really depressed out of nowhere. And I kind of wish we had more insight on why he was depressed, why he's taking these medications, things like that, because it kind of like came out the blue. Maybe I wasn't paying enough attention. That could be on me, but it kind of just came out the blue when he just suddenly got so down. And I don't know what that's about, but yeah, me personally, my mom wouldn't allow nobody to go through my window. So I get Georgia bolting down the windows. Having smoking cigarettes with him, that's a bit much. But yeah, I mean, Marcus is cool. I mean, they're on cool terms now, even though they're not dating. But they'll probably get back together if there's a third season. There better be a third season, because I know Netflix loves to get rid of shows, but they can't be getting rid of this one. So, moving on from him, I'll just talk about the friend group in general. So, first, I'll talk about Max. Um, we see her in the beginning still obsessing over her ex. Like, girl, move the fuck on. Like, it's really annoying. And I was so happy when she finally did move on. And I was so happy she stopped being a bitch. Like, in the first couple of episodes, she was being such a bitch. Like, I get that you're hurt because your friend kept a secret from you, and both of your friends kept a secret from you, but it's just like, yeah, be mad for a couple days, but then get over it. Like, it's not that deep. Me and my friends were talking about this, and she was like, my friend was like, she personally wouldn't care if her best friend was dating her brother. Me personally, I wouldn't care, but my main concern is, why are you keeping secrets? Like, why are you lying? That's what I don't like. I don't like the keeping secrets and lying aspect of it. So that's just me personally. Let me know in the comments what you think about that. But we see her starting to have a little fling with Silver. That's cool and all. I mean, there's not really anything else to say about Max. Like, she has a new girl, like, whoop-de-doo. Next, let's get on to Abby. Abby is struggling, y'all. Like, nobody cares about what Abby's going through, because usually everything's centered around Ginny and Max. Like, nobody cares what Abby is going through. Like, she literally wanted to ditch school, dye her hair, smoke, all this stuff. Like, and her parents are going through it. And it's like nobody cares enough to sit down with Abby and ask her what's really going on, because we still see her suffering from her eating disorder. So, and we see her trying to fulfill a void with some random dude. Like, I don't know his name, honestly, but whatever. Basically, the moral of the story is Abby needs help. Okay, she needs help before it's too late. Next, I'll talk about Maxine's friend Nora. She's just a follower. Like, she's like very fake and follower. Like, she just followed Maxine, even though Abby and Ginny did nothing wrong to her. She was just mad at them just because Max was. Like, girl, if you don't get a personality, and literally, it's just like, be a good friend. It's like she don't know how to be a good friend. She just wants to be accepted somewhere. I mean, whatever. And even to talk about Ginny now, it's I'm glad they included her black friends more because in the first season it just seemed like her black friends were her second choice. But now it seems like an equal playing field. So they definitely improved a lot of things this season in terms of a lot of complaints people had about the first season. So I'll also talk about Ginny's ex. Um, what was his name? Hunter. Hunter. Yes. Not much about him. I just wanted to include him because I noticed he wasn't as cringy as he was the first season. Yes, he's still a little bit cringy, but he's not as cringy as he was the first season. So I can handle him more. I can digest him. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad that him and Jenny were able to squash the beef. You know what I'm saying? Like and work things out because she did kind of do him dirty. Like, but I don't know. He was annoying, but he was better this season, so I'll give him that. And I also want to talk about real quick her teacher. Now, I don't remember the teacher's name, but y'all know who I'm talking about. Like, he got on my motherfucking nerves. He was already problematic the first season. In the second season, he gonna holler about some, oh, you need to pick a black book for the class. Like, aren't you the teacher? Like the fuck? Why am I doing your classwork? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Me personally, if I was Jenny, I wouldn't have done it. I would have said, no, you're the teacher of the class. You find some books to show the black experience. Thank you very much. Um, but yeah, because since Jenny ended up doing it, now she's in a lower level English class, like where she don't need to be. It's like someone need to. Where's the principal at the school? Like someone need to talk to the principal and get his ass fired. Now I'll talk about Zion and his family. Zion's cool. He's definitely having a better relationship with his daughter, which is nice. He got a new girl. I don't really care about that. I just also want to talk about him because his mama is out of pocket. She was out of pocket at this little, what was it, Christmas, Thanksgiving dinner? I don't know which one it was, but she was out of pocket. Like, why you gonna say all this crap at the dinner table in front of everybody, trying to embarrass her? Like, it's just really weird. Like, I understand the mother's gripes. I do. But I also understand Georgia because at that time Georgia didn't trust anybody, so she wasn't gonna trust that family with her and her kid. So that's why she ran away from them. But the mother can't get outside of herself and see that. Instead, she's gonna berate her at this dinner in front of everybody, like which isn't fair. It's not right, and she need to apologize. Well, she didn't even apologize. Like, bitch, are you kidding me? So I didn't like that. If you need to have that conversation with Georgia, don't do it in front of everybody and at the dinner table trying to embarrass her. No wonder she felt so much emotion she had to get out and leave. And Georgia might have a drinking problem, honestly, but it's just really sad. Like I know Georgia does a lot of bad things, but like she still has emotions and like yeah, I didn't like that. Now moving on to what else I didn't like. This man Gil. Okay, like when he first randomly showed up at Austin's school, that already threw me off. Like who the fuck are you? And how you just gonna randomly show up here? So he got out of jail and he's gonna make it seem like, oh, Georgia just put me in jail for no reason. But no, we know the backstory. He was abusing her, and the only way she could get out was to have his ass locked up, which I'm rooting for. So whoop de doo, he get out, and now he's trying to threaten Georgia to see his kid or whatnot, and threaten to give her information to the PI or whatever. And it's just like, no, you get the fuck out of here. You didn't care about your kid, obviously, since you were abusing me. So moving on from Gil is Austin. Now Austin shocked Gil's ass, which I wasn't expecting, but I'm not mad at it. But I kind of am because I know Austin is going to have so much trauma like Ginny. Like, it's just, he can't escape it. He shot someone and he saw his mama kill somebody. Like, that's too much for a little ass kid. Like, he's gonna wake up with demons. He might be a killer himself. Like, he literally stabbed some kid's hand in the first season. Like, he's going to go crazy, y'all. In the next season, I wouldn't be surprised if Austin loses his shit and goes crazy because he literally shot Gil. But they covered it up, obviously. Um, but yeah, that's what I wanted to say about Austin. Austin's gonna end up fucked up because of the crazy family he's in, which is sad, but you know, it is what it is. I also wanted to talk about Joe and Cynthia. Um, I know Joe is supposed to be like the guy everyone ships with Georgia, but I don't think that's gonna happen. At least not anytime soon, cause her ass is gonna be in jail. But besides that, like Joe's cool. I think he lets too many. I think he's too nice, and he lets people walk all over him. Like he literally lets Ginny walk all over him all the time. Like no, if you're late to work, you're fired, bitch. Whatever. If you're smoking on the job, you fired. So he's a little too nice for me, honestly. But I wasn't expecting him to and Cynthia to like canoodle and be together. But I don't hate it. Cynthia deserves some happiness. I mean, especially since her husband is dying, which is like, damn, that's terrible. I feel bad. Like, that's terrible, obviously. So, after that, that's really all I got to talk about concerning this show. I mean, this show is good. I like season 2. I like that they fixed some of the problems. Hopefully they dive into characters more in the next season. And I hope that Georgia doesn't end up in jail. I hope there's some loophole they can find where she get out of jail. Because Georgia's my girl. I know she be doing some fucked up shit, but she's still my girl. So, and hopefully Ginny stays on this path of getting better and not being as annoying. Like, I really enjoy Ginny when she's not being an annoying brat. You know what I'm saying? Like, so hopefully they keep that going. But yeah, that's really all I have to say about Ginny and Georgia season 2. Let me know down in the comments what you thought about the show or a part that you just want to talk about in general. Or let me know if I missed something because I'm kind of going off of this at the top of my head. So like I could have missed a plot line or something or missed a character. So let me know. But yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and to check out my other videos. Bye!